Everyone's heard of Bali, everyone's seen the beaches of Thailand, but you've likely not heard of Langkawi, Malaysia. The beaches here are absolutely amazing, but there's a lot more to this place than just gorgeous shores.
It's probably gonna be bumpy.
Ooh.
Oh, they are everywhere. There's so many of them. Oh my goodness, did the monkey just drown?
And we're doing it all on a super low budget. Stick around to see how much we spent on 5 days of family adventures and memories that will last a lifetime.
This is just the beginning of our Langkawi adventure. Come along for the ride and get comfy, because in part 2, we'll share all the details you won't want to miss.
So you may have heard that Pantai Cenang is just a resort destination and that there's just hotels and expensive accommodation around here. But as it turns out, you can actually find very affordable bungalows just minutes away from the beach. And I'm just about to show you our home for the next 2 weeks. It is very nice. However, it does have its own special quirks. For example, I am going to show you how we do laundry here. This is actually a manual washing machine. It is not automatic. I never even knew that such a thing exists. You don't just push a button and have the machine do its thing. You actually have to manually set every setting yourself. So while the laundry was getting done, I did a quick workout, which is why my face is bright red and my hair is crazy right now. But anyway, definitely a little quirk about this Airbnb, but we are actually really falling in love with it. It feels very kind of secluded. We're living right next to locals. Speaking of which, on our Airbnb, it's advertised that the beach is a 2-minute walk from here, so we're gonna test that out. I'm gonna set my timer on my phone and we'll see how long it takes us to get there. So it's actually 3 minutes and 43 seconds walk to the beach, but pretty close. That is a great distance.
So we're here at Pantai Cenang. It's the main beach here on Langkawi Island. It's actually the most popular beach and the place that we recommend staying. There are several places on the island that you can stay, but this place is centrally located. The water here is a little murky. You can go scuba diving here, but Langkawi Island is known for more murky water, so not the best scuba diving place.
One of the things that we love about this beach is the sand. It is so soft. It feels like you're walking on velvet. It's amazing. And the beach is absolutely massive, so it never feels crowded. We'll have to figure out how long this beach actually is, but it's really, really long. So even if there's a lot of people, it doesn't feel like it at all because everybody is spread out. The water here is so warm. I love the temperature of the Malay coast. It is awesome.
Day 1 was a vibe, but none of us were ready for what day 2 had in store.
One of the things that makes Langkawi so special is the incredible biodiversity around here. And we're about to take you somewhere amazing so you can see what we're talking about. We've just arrived at Kilim Geoforest Park.
This place is a UNESCO World Heritage Gem and is known for its towering limestone cliffs and its mangrove forests.
We don't really know what to expect, so we're really excited to jump on a boat and find out what there is here.
You got it? So I've heard a lot of things about this boat tour. It's supposed to be the most popular activity on the island, and I don't think I've actually gone through a mangrove forest before. You get to go through a lot of different environments, and we get to learn about it as we go. I mean, even just starting, we have like beautiful mangroves surrounding us with limestone cliffs. This is gonna be a fun tour.
It's probably gonna be bumpy. So if you are not good with the back pain or spine surgery before, I will advise to sit at the back.
Are you ready? Let's see how bumpy it gets.
I like the bumpy ride.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. welcome to Langkawi. Thank you so much for every one of you for joining us today.
Our adventure kicked off on the coast of a tiny, uninhabited island where we got up close with countless tropical fish.
So the guide just explained that the type of food we're feeding them is actually good for fish. So they have a specific type of biscuit that they give them. It's not just white bread or anything like that. And the fish are the only things we'll be feeding today. The monkeys definitely won't be feeding, and we won't be feeding the eagles too. So hopefully we'll be able to spot them.
There are so many different types of fish here. It's so beautiful, and the water is turquoise and perfectly clear. There's flying fox bats in these trees hanging there.
Flying fox bats aren't actually blind like other bats.
We're taking off again, and I think it's going to be a really bumpy ride. Ooh. It feels like a speedboat roller coaster through here, especially when they get to the bumpy part. Your stomach just goes straight into your throat. It just literally feels like you're on a roller coaster. I have to talk like this because she wants me holding her at all times. She's afraid it's going to be too bumpy. Anyway, the limestone cliffs here are so rugged and just draped in bright, lush green foliage. It feels surreal. Like, it really feels like you're on a movie set. It doesn't feel like this is real life. It's indescribable, honestly. So we're at the eagle watching area now, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, but they are everywhere, circling up there.
We decided to do a tour that doesn't feed the eagles because we thought that's probably not a good thing to feed wild animals, but they are still everywhere. They come close to the boat, you can see them landing in the trees, and it's still a pretty epic experience.
80 years ago or 100 years ago, Langkawi is actually a fisherman island. When they clean up the net, they're gonna throw up the small fish around this area. So when the fishermen do that every single day, they accidentally train the eagles. Whenever the boat coming by over this area, the eagle gonna think, oh, these fishermen this morning are feeding me. So now the eagles think all of you are the fishermen right now.
Langkawi actually means land of the reddish-brown eagle, so named after the abundant Brahmini kite. Langkawi and the eagle are inseparable, their connection woven deep into the island's very essence. So much so that at Eagle Square, Dataran Lang, stands a breathtaking 12-meter statue of this majestic bird, a symbol that soars as high as Langkawi's identity itself. It's more than a landmark, it's a tribute to this island's spirit. The island's full name, Langkawi Permata Kedah, actually means Langkawi, the jewel of Kedah State, and we can clearly see why.
These limestone cliffs jet straight out of the water right next to the wandering, meandering waterways here. And it's almost like nature's own skyscrapers. It feels like you're kind of cruising through another world, really. We've reached the mangrove forest, and there are a million monkeys here. These are those aggressive type of monkeys, so our tour guide advised us to make sure we have everything packed away, especially anything that appears to be plastic. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. They're everywhere. Oh, look, here's the wet one.
And he's gonna get in the water again.
Oh my goodness, did the monkey just drown? Oh no, they can swim. Okay, that's good.
Oh, I see.
Is that a mom and a baby?
It's a mom and a baby.
It's such an incredible experience to come this close to wildlife. I mean, it truly is unbelievable. Our tour guide said that we weren't going to be feeding the monkeys.
The monkeys definitely won't be feeding.
But then they did feed the monkeys, so I don't know. But it was really cool to have Aaliyah experience that. She absolutely was enthralled by feeding a mother monkey with a baby on her belly. I mean, that was amazing.
Even like...
And just look at this mangrove forest. It is so dense, so tangled. It's incredible, absolutely mind-boggling. We've never seen something like this. Experiencing this for the first time is truly surreal. just love experiences like this because not only do you get to spend time together as a family, but also it's a great learning experience as well. So we kind of consider excursions like this as a field trip because Aaliyah learns so much about nature.
Over time, it carves the rock out, so it gives this illusion that it's floating over the water. Look at those islands. Wow.
Like, for example, we just learned that in Langkawi Island, there are 78 different species of mangroves. All right, next we're going into a bat cave. It costs 2 ringgit per person to enter the bat cave, and you can also rent a flashlight here. We rented one. I don't know if we're actually going to need it. We'll see. Let's go.
Beware of evil monkey. Look at this. Not responsible for injury or death. A little dramatic, I hope. Watch your head, watch your head.
Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, they're so little. Oh, they're tiny. They are so cute. They're literally the size of my palm. Oh my gosh. I wonder how many bats are in here.
Look at that.
I wonder how old this stalactite is. I mean, look at the size of it. It's huge.
Look how many bats.
Yeah.
I hope we don't get pooped on. That's just occurred to me that there's a million bats hanging over us. Yeah, I hope we don't get pooped on.
The cave itself is absolutely beautiful, and then to see probably a couple hundred bats in here is like the cherry on top. The cave really isn't that long, so you don't feel like you're in a deep, dark cave, so it's pretty easy and accessible with the path. It's worth coming here. I mean, just check that out. Look at in the beginning of the cave. It doesn't even look like it's real. I bet you it's that shaped that way because wind goes through here and so slowly blows the drops that way so they don't come straight down. They actually angle to the outside of the cave like jagged teeth getting ready to eat you.
We have an adventure. We're gonna have to get our feet a little bit wet.
Oh, you really have to duck for this one?
In the end, we didn't get injured and nobody died, so should be okay.
Actually, we didn't even see a single monkey. So that's good. We still have all our belongings with us.
All right, that was a really fun stop, and now we're gonna jump back on our boat and I think go to lunch next. I don't know. We'll see what comes next. We have no idea. Like a speedboat tour.
Yeah. For us, coming to places like this is not just about the scenery and the amazing things that you see, but weaving through these intricate waterways, learning about the delicate ecosystems, all while watching your kids' eyes light up as they discover new things. It's the kind of adventure that brings you closer as a family because every new turn, every new thing you see is a beautiful shared moment of wonder. And being out in nature and unplugged away from the usual rush and hustle and bustle of normal life is just so incredible.
We never imagined the best was yet to come. A final breathtaking moment that felt like stepping into a dream we didn't even know we had, now etched into our hearts forever.
I don't know what beach this is, but it is really long, super beautiful and secluded, surrounded by limestone cliffs, right next to a small jungle, and we are absolutely ready to take a dip.
The water is so warm. I don't think I've ever felt water this warm before. Like, it's not even refreshing. Like, it's fun to swim in, but it's not like a cool refreshing. Because as soon as you get out of the water, you're just as hot as when you got in. This beach is so beautiful to like swim on and walk along. And to do this as a family, I mean, what a privilege. I was an electrician before, and so I'm used to working like long days, hard hours. Like, I've dreamed of places like this most of my life. And let me tell you, it's as good as the dream. And I'm not just saying that because this is YouTube, but it really is. It's like with these limestone cliffs, with the beautiful white sand beaches, the warm water, like, this is paradise. This is gorgeous. 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna have a little competition to see who can throw Aaliyah the highest. Me or Steve. And we won't know until we actually look at the footage. So let's see.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How far?
I don't know. Let's try it one more
Oh, Mom, that is not as far as that.
We'll see.
Did you hear that?
Okay, ready? Set.
Billy I won. I definitely won. 1, 2.
Ow!
Are you okay?
Yeah, but that hurt my back.
Oh no.
All right, fine, I'll give in. Steve takes the win this time. And now for the small detail you've been waiting for. How much did all this cost?
It was 100% worth it. It was about 20 bucks, a little less than 20 bucks per person, or 85 ringgit. Overall, like, how much more could you ask for 20 bucks? It was a lot of fun, a great way to spend a day here.
This was just day 2. Wait till you see the rest.